Alright, today I am gonna give you a detailed look at this Iron Man figure, and this is Mark 46 from Captain America Civil War, and this is Hot Toys die-cast edition. So focus right there. Mark 46, and it's a Movie Masterpiece series die-cast by Hot Toys. So there's the box, and let's take a look at the figures and the figure and the accessories. Alright, and here we have the figure outside of packaging, so let's go over accessories. We have a really good looking base right there, and then a made out of plastic looking crossbeam, and then rockets, forearm rockets, and then shoulder. What did he use those for? Those are grenades. I'm not sure that those that were coming out of his shoulders were they rockets? No, they weren't rockets though. I think they were like little grenades or something. I'm not sure. But then here's the Mark 46 helmet with the neck piece attached to it. They are removable. I just put them together. And then we have a bendy rod, and then effect pieces for the feet, and then repulsor blast hands with the effect pieces attached to them. And then regular repulsor blast hands, pair of fists, a battle damage chest piece, tweezer, and then we have the head sculpt and the neck piece, Robert Downey Jr. head sculpt with a neck piece, and there's a Captain America helmet which your figure could hold, and that's it. Alright, and here's a good look at the Downey head sculpt. Really good looking. And I think, well, we've gotten so many Robert Downey Jr. head sculpts, and I mean, this one is just as nice as the other ones that we have gotten. I mean, it's looks a little more accurate. I'm not sure. I mean, I've seen so many, and they all look really good. And this one is just as good. Let's take a look at the rest of the Iron Man armor. Really nice looking armor. This is Mark 46. The last one we got was Mark 45. That one is really nice too. This one seems to have more lines to it than the 45. And it has more weathering on it than the 45. Yeah, really good looking. Yeah, love the paint job. It's really nice. I'm not sure why he came with a Captain America helmet. I think it would be more appropriate if he came with the shield, I think. Because he does come with a battle damage chest piece, and it would be nice if we have a shield to go with it, so it could actually attach to the chest piece here. Here you can see full range motion, and then elbows bend over 90 degrees, and then ball jointed wrist, and these are the articulated hands that he comes with. Hands with articulated fingers, and he has a ball jointed chest. This front plate, it's a little strange. It actually extends outward instead of backwards, like all the other Iron Mans. And you won't get him to bend forward that much, but he could arch back quite a bit. And here's how far he could arch back. Not a lot. I mean, you have to extend the abdominal section for him to arch back, but yeah, range of motion around the torso is not that impressive. Yeah, forward is very minimal. And here's the range of motion around the legs. I highly doubt you get them to do a landing pose that go piece in front of his crotch here does impede with the articulation quite a bit. If that flap could actually move upward, it would have been better. But here you can see the side panel, that one red piece, and then the side go piece. They do move upward and away from, away to give them a little more range. And thighs, you can see, and then the knees, you can bend over 9 degrees, which is nice. And then he has a bit of ankle articulation as well. And here's a good look at it from the other side. And there isn't a button to lower those legs or anything like that. Yeah, it's just ball jointed legs. It's kind of like SH figure arts where you could slide down a little bit, but that's about it. Yeah, unlike the Mark 42, 43, where it has a button on the back of his butt where you can lower the legs a bit more to achieve the landing pose, which this one doesn't have. And here's the rocket forearm. Right there. See the rocket right there. Quite nice, actually. Focus on him. And he's shooting his rocket. Rotate him so you guys can see the other side as well. Alright, and here's one last look before I switch him to the Iron Man look with the helmet and the neck piece. I dread doing that because of how hard it is to remove the neck piece. This one. Once you remove the helmet, it's easy, but then the neck piece, to remove it from the body, it's a real pain because you don't have anything to grip onto. The neck piece is really smooth, so it takes quite a long time for me to remove that piece so I could put the helmet on, the Downey head sculpt on this figure here. So I'm going to give you one last look before I switch it out, because I don't plan on switching it back on, switching this head sculpt back on for a while. And here's a good look at that collar piece, and there's the back of it. Focus. Wait, what am I doing? Focus. Come on. There we go. So let's put the helmet back. Alright, so here's Iron Man with the helmet on, and here are all the pieces you have to remove from the Iron Man in order to switch on the batteries and put in batteries and switch on the lights. There's one for the helmet, and then two for the shoulder pieces, and then one on the back side, and two for the forearms, and then two for the thighs, back of the thighs. And this is what he looks like without those panels. And let me rotate him around so you guys can see the back as well. Here, these are the two battery compartments and light switches, and the back is right there, and the helmet is up on top, and then the shoulders, there's a switch, and the battery compartment, same with this side, and then the forearm is right there and right there. And I must say, with all the lights on, he does look very, very impressive. From the front, you can see eyes light up, and then around the chest, well, there's the arc reactor on the chest, and then there's a light right there, and then rib cage, there's a light back there, and then same with the front, there are two lights, and then around the hips there are two lights. And if I rotate him to the side, more lights. We can see bicep, there's a light, and then the forearm section, there's a light, and then the top of the hand, there's a light, and then the ankle and the calf, And from the back, you can see shoulders. Focus. There are two lights, one on each side, and then a back right here. There's a light. Same with this side, and then the butt. There are two lights, and that's it. Oh, and then the hands, of course, the hands. So yeah, he does come with a lot of lights for an Iron Man. And the light doesn't travel through the repulsor blast hand that well. You can see there's barely anything shining through. Yeah, you can't even see it actually. And without the effect piece, looks a little bit better, but still really, really dim. And as for this shoulder piece, just held on by magnet, so you can switch this one on. And the chest piece is held on using a peg system. There it is, without it. Pretty cool looking. And here's Iron Man with the battle damage chest piece. Zoom in a bit so you guys can see that chest piece. And this chest piece is made out of plastic, same with the other one. And there are not a whole lot of die-cast pieces. And the shoulder pad, that's metal. Let me see where else. And this time around the torso is not die-cast. And I believe the bicep section is die-cast. Forearm, nothing. And the thighs are die-cast, and then the calves are die-cast, and that's about it. As far as die-cast pieces is concerned, yeah, that's all we got this time around. Zoom out a little bit, I can see him a little bit better. Still a really, really good looking figure with lots of lights. There's the back side again. Really do like the design of this one. There's a lot of lines on him. A lot of patterns and different shades of colors. The gold, silver, and red, they all come together nicely. And paint job on this one is really good. See any issues? I didn't see any issues with the lines, paint bleeds or anything like that. I mean, here you could kind of see a little bit, but not a lot where I would find annoying. And it helps that this figure is weathered, so it hides a lot of the imperfections, I guess, if there are any. One last look from the front, and I'm going to end this video. I guess I could do a comparison with War Machine, since I got that War Machine from Civil War. And I believe this is the exact same Iron Man as the 47 now, I guess, in Homecoming, Spider-Man movie Homecoming. I believe this is the exact same Iron Man, other than some pieces are painted silver, especially the abdominal section. I think most of it is silver, and the legs otherwise is the exact same one. And here's a side-by-side comparison with Iron Man and War Machine. War Machine's definitely bulkier and taller than Iron Man, which is surprising. I thought they would be the same height, but I guess not. And yeah, there they are together. And War Machine is definitely heavier than Iron Man. I think he has a bit more die-cast pieces, and since he's bulkier, I guess he weighs a little bit more. But yeah, there are the two of them together. And one last look, them side by side. You can see legs are wider, thicker. The War Machine has thicker thighs and thicker legs all together, and then arms and chest, and yeah, everything's a little wider than Iron Man here. So there you go. There's the Iron Man Mark 46 from Captain America Civil War by Hot Toys. Thanks for watching.